Behind the cape, let's talk about the first look at Lanterns, which, to my dismay, I thought it was a whole like mini trailer.
No. Literally just a picture.
It's just a picture.
Like initially, I was hyped. I was like, all right, they already starting to shoot. It's cool. Yada yada. And then I just started looking. I'm like, all right, where they at? And I'm like, well, wait, hold on, wait. Okay, I see some rings, but why do I have to look so hard for the rings? All right. And I'm like, damn, why is she not green? And I'm like, damn, why ain't got no suits on? Wait, this is the first shot, and they don't have the suits on. Like, what? I don't know, man. I would have done it different. I would have either held this back, or maybe given something of material worth. Like, this is just, yeah, we know these are the guys that are acting in it, and we can see Kyle Chandler's ring. It's just, I don't know. I would have gone with more, right?
Yeah.
Especially following up
Kyle
from
Chandler and Carhartt.
yeah, especially because of the reaction to the initial first look on Superman, right? Like, I think, all right, well, we can at least start to gauge this. Let's start maybe coming with a little bit more substance for the people when we introduce. No, they stick to the plan. They stick to the motion. I do think it's going to be good. I still have faith in the show. I have faith in Aaron Pierre.
I agree.
The people who are trying to convince me that this man is just he's just only a few shades lighter. It's just only a few degrees. Like, no, look, fam, look at him next to Kyle Chandler.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. That's kind of nuts.
You know what I mean? I would never let that go completely, but I do have faith in him as an actor. I think he's going to do well in the show. I just, let's give it some more, right? Like, I don't think DC is not really. It's not like they don't need it. It's not like they don't need positive buzz. So take every opportunity you can. If you're gonna release some footage, release some footage. You know what I mean? Jon Stewart, don't ring because your ring doesn't work on yellow.
That's fucking funny.
Yeesh. Yeah, no, I fully expect by the time this show is over for dude to be a star, man. They'll darken him up in post. Y'all are nuts. Y'all are crazy.
Y'all are hilarious.
Hey, I seen a post. Wait, hold on. Was that you that told me about it? It was like the what was it? It was the not so darkest night, and the light skinnest day, or something like that. There's a mantra to the lanterns about the darkest night and the lightest day, or something like that, and they like flipped it for like the light skinned Airbnb.
I feel like I've seen that, but I don't think I sent it to you.
Man, if somebody knows what I'm talking about, please put it in here. That was hilarious. All the same,
Keon Chandler is crazy.
Keon Chandler. I'm really excited about this series though. Like, if nothing else, I know Gunn is dropping a female Lantern animated series. Yeah, it's part of the new animated slate that they released. I don't really know who that girl, Jessica. Is it Jessica? It's Jessica Cruz, I think.
I don't know nothing about a female.
Her name is Jessica Cruz. Yeah, no, she apparently popped up in some animated features before. They're gonna have an animated series about her. There's gonna be a short series about fucking crypto for God knows what reason. I guess he just really misses doing the Groot shit, apparently. So, he needs some more of that over here.
Yeah, big yikes.
And what else? There was a Superman one or Supergirl animated series. Something.
I think I did see Supergirl.
Supergirl. One. Yep. I mean, that could take us out of Lantern straight into the other DC thing about the planned output from DC.
I just wanted to read this out loud. Aaron is the honey mustard lantern is crazy.
Yo.
It just reminds me of the video of the guy saying, eating a burger with no honey mustard, eating a burger with no honey mustard. You've never seen it.
Okay, that just goes. I was about to say, man, people algorithms be different because I don't know what the hell you talking about. Is she gonna be played by Michelle Rodriguez?
Like that was maybe from like a year ago. Anyway.
No.
Yeah, I don't know who she's gonna be played by. Well, I didn't even know there was a Lanterns girl. Again, I'm a casual, so
see. Now, if I can critique a little bit while I'm praising Lanterns, I will say that one thing that I think will be the detriment is mantlifying it much like another IP that we're going to discuss, unfortunately, at some point today. Um, mantle over mantlifying it, like, oh man, we got a million lanterns. Like, of course, yes, you do. There's a mantle core. I mean, there's a lantern core. You have to acknowledge that at some point, but it's not that you have to highlight each individual one on Earth. Okay, you already have a series with Hal and John. You're going to be putting Guy Gardner in the Superman movie. I'm assuming that these are going to be at different time periods because of the way that they're dressed. So that levels it out a bit. But one of these guys is going to have to be king. Even if for some ungodly reason you decide not to let it be Jon Stewart, even by like who they have cast is like Kyle Chandler, Nathan Fillion, Aaron Pierre. Which one of y'all think he's going to be the lead man in the next 10 years? Out of that lot.
Aaron Pierre, that's Mufasa.
Nathan Fillion, Kyle Chandler, Aaron Pierre. Which one of y'all think is going to be the guy to go forward with? But in any case, even if for some reason that maybe they recast or maybe they change directions, they go with somebody else, somebody's going to have to be king. And kind of flattening the role of Green Lantern out to just a space police force would be a disservice.
Facts. What did he say?
Mantlifying.
Mantlifying.
Yeah, you can't mantlify. You can't overly mantlify it.
I will approve.
Hey, if you hear somebody else using that, you know where you heard it first.
That's a fact. They're already watering down the lantern core.
It's too much. Like, he's overly ambitious. I think sometimes he overestimates what the audience will gravitate to, right? And he has a boss that is very numbers hungry. So if he doesn't see huge return, being that Zaslav, if he doesn't see huge returns out of all this output that you're planning, which is there's 7 total projects. There was 2 live action, 2 films, 2 live action series, an animated series. There's 6. There was something else that I'm missing.
There's a lot. I don't know how many there is, but
there was 7 total. They want to do 7 a year. That includes 2 films in the theaters, 2 live action series a year, 2 animated series. So that's 6. And then maybe like a special feature, special presentation. I know the number was 7. So I find out how many movies and TV shows are released every year. Let's scroll down. Let's read it.
Well, I was just bringing this up as a background to the fact that we just got to talk about the fact that James Gunn is on some shit.
Let's get the real number.
Okay. The new DC Universe franchise has some specific release goals, according to James Gunn and Peter Safran. Following the launch of Creature Commandos in 2024, the DCU franchise is getting ready to go bigger across the big and small screens from DC Studios. With the many DCU Chapter 1 movies and TV shows that are on the way, it is bringing in blah, 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 blah. One of the big aspects that was discussed was their strategy for how films and shows would be released by DC Studios and what kind of numbers to expect release-wise. Okay. Here we go. Our production goal is 2 live action films and 1 animated film per year. We're also targeting 2 live action and 2 animated series for Max per year. So that's 2, 4, 6, 7.
That's insane. That is insane. Like, even if Marvel was at its peak clip, right? I don't think they were doing this much Infinity Saga, phase 3. I don't think they were putting out this much. Well, obviously they weren't, because we didn't have any live action series going on like that. But even if, let's say we counted the Netflix shit too. So Jessica Jones and Daredevil and Luke Cage and Iron Fist and all that. That was like maybe the midpoint of the Infinity Saga. I would say most of that stuff was. Daredevil was a little bit later. Punisher, that was a little bit later, but majority of that stuff was like smack dab in the middle of the Infinity Saga. Even at that point, they weren't doing 2. So when they're saying that, they're either saying season 2 of ongoing series or new series, right? So 2 live action movies, 1 animated movie, a live action movie on Max, and an animated movie on Max.
That's
and I'm
insane.
missing something else.
Animated. It was an animated film, or 2 animated series and 2 animated films for Max.
The animated series, 2 animated series. Like I think he's overindulging, man. He's overjudging what they will handle, because again, he's not giving you heavy hands of Batman, heavy hands of Superman. He's giving you Booster Gold. He wants to give you Swamp Thing and Clayface.
Clayface is crazy.
Even if he's working at like an 80% clip, his lows are going to be low, right? Like the potential, the top end for Booster Gold is probably like Peacemaker, and Peacemaker is not leading the ship as a brand. It's people enjoy it. It's a good show. I don't think it's going as loud and like, all right, yeah, you can have another $200 million for a series just like Peacemaker, but that's like Booster Gold's ceiling. So if we were to change,
especially with Sean William Scott,
you feel me? or even the guy who played Gilgamesh in Eternals, the funny guy, he was in the Cat movie with Batista. He was like driving the
what is his name?
Driving the car. I can't think of his name. Yeah, can't think of his name. But yeah, that guy. He could be Booster Gold too. I just either way, the top end of that character is not very high, even if it's successful. So he's taking a lot of swings and promising a lot of output at the same time, which even to this date, even off of the stuff that you've announced, which is maybe teasing some content for some later weeks here. Maybe I should get off of this topic. But even to this date, he hasn't really delivered to the degree that he's promised thus far. So to be doubling down, like, no, we're gonna pump out more right now, feels ambitious. It feels maybe a little bit overly ambitious.
Like MoFly said here, and for the record, Creature Commandos was meh at best, so it hasn't been a good start so far.
And now you're giving me Supergirl, Jessica Cruz, Green Lantern, and there was another one in there too. I don't think it was. Oh, and obviously the crypto shit, which nobody wants, which is just a self project that he obviously is into, that no one else is clamoring for. Promise you, we weren't even really clamoring for the Groot shorts, right? Some of them were pleasant. The holiday ones hit more than the rest, but we weren't asking for that. We weren't like, hey, where's our Guardians in between special presentations? Like, damn, put that shit in my veins, bro. Nobody was saying that. So now to hear him at a new studio president, he's got the reins and he's just doubling down on his stuff. It's either going to work or it's going to fail miserably, because I don't think this guy likes to pivot at all.
Yeah, I just think he's being just a little overzealous, and let's get some things right first before we double down and triple down.
Bro, do your job first before you start giving all these lengthy, ambitious promises. Yeah, man, we're putting out 7 projects a year. You know what I'm saying? All right,
like, what happens if Superman sucks? Like, then what?
Derails all of this, doesn't it?
Kinda.
Starfire was the other one. Thank you, Perk. Starfire was the other series. Which, if you're reading into the tea leaves even more, Titans is on the schedule now. How we're doing Titans live action, a movie, Josh, a movie about the Titans. We are getting Superman this summer. Mm-hmm. We still don't know who our Batman is going to be in this universe going forward.
I know who my Batman is.
Green Lantern is in a TV show with Kyle Chandler. Martian Manhunter is nowhere to be formed, nowhere to be found. Wonder Woman somewhere in purgatory. There's no Justice League, Josh. Why the fuck why do the Titans even exist if there is no Justice League yet? You understand what I'm saying? Like, yes, because obviously there's an appetite for the Titans.
Yeah.
Sure. How did they get here? How did they form together? How did Robin, Starfire, Beast Boy, Cyborg, how did all of them, how did they get together? How did they do that? Why did they form? Why are they getting this big ass T Tower out in San Francisco? If not to be a secondary team to the Justice League.
Yeah. This is looking bad. Crypto trying to appeal to that Paw Patrol crowd. Super Pets live action win. Can we not?
Man, y'all playing.
Can we not? Mess around and have Homeward Bound or whatever the one with the pets talking. We got Blue Beetle coming. That hasn't been announced. Another Blue Beetle film?
No. I think there's going to be an animated series with Blue Beetle, and they're getting all of the characters from the movie to voice the characters.
That's not a bad move.
Animated
That's not
series.
a bad move.
I mean, but that's what he promised, right? Was that it was going to be a 1-to-1, everything's going to be seamless, and one universe, everything's going to be the same. We're going to mesh it all together. And then I guess this will be the start of that. Yeah.
Mofly is a corn sweat hater. I don't know too many people who don't love Cavill, so
yeah, no, I mean, I definitely prefer Cavill, but I still need to see Corn Sweat actually do the job. You know, I won't judge him off of teasers and trailers. I didn't like the first look. I don't really like the suit. I like that, but again, I'll watch him do the thing, and then I'll judge whether or not, you know, how it levels out with Cavill.
That's okay. Let them cook. I'm actually willing to let them cook. It just doesn't look good right now. But again, they've got some chances to take a swing and hopefully hit the ball at the park. It's just we're looking a little shaky right now.
Mm-hmm.
Raven and Trigon miniseries. Would y'all be down?
Yes. Live action? We talking live action, or are we doing? I mean, I would do it either way. I would do animated. We probably get it quicker if it was animated.
Yeah. Keith Sweat looked kind of small in that trailer. It's hilarious. That's fucking funny.
And what
Cavill looked dope as Soups. That's it. No, he's gonna look dope as
he looked dope. I preferred the tone. I don't know. Well, maybe not the color thing. I think Zach's a little obsessed with gray and black. But
Bond. That's what it was. Bond. We were talking about Bond.
Henry
people
Cavill
were trying to fan cast him as Bond.
I think Cavill's overall feel as Soups just it commanded attention, right? Like when you think about what Superman is, and I'm not even a Superman fan, but the idea of Superman being this ultra imposing being, like not even a human being, an alien, but then is able to also at the same time be this gentle giant, like this guy you would almost beat up if you didn't know that he was Superman, which that's who he actually is. That's Clark Kent, a guy who gets pushed around and bullied when he's not Superman. So it's that was Henry Cavill to me. Now, again, I've never seen Corn Sweat do the thing yet. We have not seen him line up and be Soup on screen just yet.
So, I did see him get dragged by the dog in the
Crypto. Take me home. Ran fades back to back, Crypto. Put me back to the hood.
That's funny.
Back to the hood, Crypto. Grab the switches, Crypto.
Yikes. Grab the switches is crazy.
Grab the switches. It's too many of them, Crypto.
All right. We've got some. Here we go. I guess I'm going to have to use Twitter.
Superman is an immigrant, and I don't like those. Hey, hey, you know what? You know what? I'm gonna stop talking.
You know what? I mean, he is an alien. I think that's the one time that you can actually.
No, man, that's
refer to him as an alien.
This nigga,
he's literally an alien. Nah, that's Crypto. All right, yeah, okay. I feel good. I made the jokes earlier on, and now it seems like Chad is in a joking mode today. I like it. I fuck with it. Next thing we have to discuss. We talked maybe a couple weeks ago about Steven Spielberg's new UFO movie. I believe it's so far being titled The Dish, if I'm not mistaken. It's like a working title, I guess. Starring Emily Blunt, Coleman Domingo, and Wyatt Russell, I think.
Yep.
Should be releasing in June of 2026, June 12th, 2026.
I'm down for more Spielberg extraterrestrial work. Space work, UFOs. I can deal some more Spielberg in that space. I can do that. We'll
I
be
agree.
geared up in June 2026.
Seems like a solid cast.
Mm-hmm.
I like Wyatt Russell.
Yep.
I like Emily Blunt. I like Coleman
I
Domingo.
like
So
him when he's not playing uh Agent Fuck Off. The Agent Carter. I can never get his name together.
U.S. agent.
US Agent John Carter. Is that his name? John Carter? That's not his name. John
I don't know.
Carter is another movie that I can never get out of my
John
head. It's
U.S. agent. It is John Walker.
John Walker. God damn it.
Shrek 5 teaser came out, and people hate the animation style.
I'm not in love with it. It looks a whole lot like the dwarves from the new Snow White that's coming out. Like kind of lifeless. Like they're animated and it's moving, but like there's like nothing behind it,
You know what I thought is that maybe they're trying to bring it into a new generation with the Pixar kind of style a little bit more.
Sure.
And Shrek is not all. We know Shrek as the old get off my swamp, and he had to get over his grumpy behavior. But like the new kids ain't going to know Shrek for that, so they're trying to maybe make him appeal a little bit better to that younger generation. Maybe I don't know. Do you want to be pissed off?
I mean, maybe it's kind of like akin to how they rebranded the Grinch. You know what I'm saying? Like we were akin to a certain version of the Grinch, obviously the OG Grinch from like the 50s or whatever, 40s. And then there was obviously Jim Carrey's version of it, the live action. When DreamWorks readapted it, I don't think, it was really expected to be that drastic of a change. But then again, you just kind of roll with it. There's a chance that the Shrek could do the same thing and then rebrand. Obviously, you talked about it. We know him as the get off my swamp guy, and that initial arc of him, that first 3-4 movies, I would say the first 3 were, kind of towards millennials. They started shifting things, I think, in the 4th one, which everybody, I don't think, really got down with, but it still made his money. Now you're going to see a complete turn towards that side where Shrek's a dad now. He got a teenage girl. Oh, Jesus. God bless him. Still got his wife. Fiona looks really weird. I think her and Donkey are the ones that stick out the most in terms of the difference in animation.
I was gonna say the difference. Not necessarily that they're Donkey doesn't look all that weird. He looks like kind of like Kai Cenat, but
hey, Donkey looks like Kai Cenat. It's crazy. First of all,
but
Kai Cenat looks like Donkey. Okay,
fair.
Kai Cenat looks like Donkey.
I don't know if this is true. I hope this is not true.
Yes.
It is true. Okay.
Wait, she chose it over Hancock too?
Yeah,
no, she can do both. No, surely she can do both. There's no way she's going to be voicing an ogre, so she can't be Charlize Theron and Will Smith's daughter. We're not doing this. She was made to be the biracial princess of Charlize Theron and Will Smith in Hancock too.
Okay. Do you want to be pissed off even more? Are you ready to be pissed off even more?
Uh-oh.
Okay, so when we were first introduced to Shrek's kids, he had 3. He had 2 boys and a girl.
Right.
He named the girl the same thing that she's named now. I forgot what it is now. Starts with an F. But anyway, she had blue eyes. And in this trailer, she now has brown eyes. And one of the boys had brown eyes. A certain portion of the internet is rolling with the theory that Shrek's now teenage daughter is trans.
Oh yeah, I'm off. I'm off. I don't think we don't need.
Why are we doing this?
Yeah, we don't have to do that. Why are we doing that?
I saw that and I was like, what?
Oh, they trying to torpedo it. Like, okay, it's one thing if you were going to do that, which I feel like it's the wrong way to go. I honestly don't feel like whatever. I don't know. I'm not a kid these days. I don't know what these kids talking about, but I don't feel like that's a big part of the Shrek viewing audience's life. But whatever. You make your money how you can get it, I suppose. But then you're pairing that with the drastic animation change, which is also naturally going to disaffect a certain portion of your audience. So it's like the combination of those two things sounds like not very smart marketing to me, but I guess.